Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Pain Awareness Month in September. So for this month I'm making a lot of videos to really bring awareness to chronic pain and to help those in chronic pain by giving you actual tools that actually work to manage your pain. So today I thought what I would do is talk about pacing. A couple of years ago, I wrote an article for The Mighty, and it was called Five Myths About Pacing. And it was really a fun article because it's all of the things that we believe that we can do that actually harm us. And I've been getting some messages lately from that article saying that it's just being shared over and over and over again in social media. And so I thought if it's bringing people's interest as they're reading it, maybe I should do a video on it. So this is, yeah, the 5 myths about pacing. And if you don't know what pacing is in chronic pain, pacing is kind of understanding what your energy is and then adjusting your day to meet that energy level. There's a spoon theory in chronic pain, um, which really doesn't resonate with me as a person with chronic pain, but a lot of people like it. And what that theory is that you only have so many spoons a day. And so anything that you do is going to take a certain amount of spoons. So if you take a shower, maybe that's 3 spoons. If you take a walk, maybe that's 8. And so each activity is taking, a certain amount of our energy. Well, if you only have so much, when you get to 0, there's nothing left. And so the spoon theory is all about trying to understand that, be mindful of it, and making sure that you don't get to a place where you have no spoons. Now, a lot of times with chronic pain, we get to that place every day. But with the right management, you can hopefully push that getting to no spoons time later in the evening. So your quality of life is just improved. So when I first got sick, and when a lot of my patients first get sick, you're used to a certain type of lifestyle, and it's like, especially Americans, it's like go, 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 go. Don't stop, don't rest. And this isn't just for people in chronic pain. Like, this is every single one of my clients that might be dealing with anything. It's the stress that we're under and the expectations that we put on ourselves to get things done. That doesn't go away when you get sick, when you have an injury that doesn't heal, when you're dealing with chronic pain. Those demands are still there in the background, and the problem comes in, you can't do them. Like, you just can't. It's so unrealistic. And so when you're not getting that stuff done, you're judging yourself. Like, oh, I didn't get this done. Like, I didn't get to the dishes. I didn't get the house cleaned. I didn't get to, walk the dog, whatever it may be. That level of judgment brings a whole nother level of stress, depression, anxiety to already not feeling great. So this is all about understanding your limitations and knowing that your limitations are going to change on a day-to-day basis based on how you feel. So, um, like I said, this is kind of fun because it's all the things that we tell ourselves. And the first thing was that I hear all the time, like, all right, I feel good. Like, let's take advantage of this moment and let's get everything done. So you wake up, you're feeling great, you you do the laundry, the dishes, I don't know why I'm just saying house chores because obviously there's more in life. Maybe you go grocery shopping, maybe you take on extra projects at work, maybe you take the kids to the park, maybe to go to the gym. But what happens either in the middle of that feeling good or at the end of that day is that you completely crash. So when you feel good, take advantage of the moment is terrible, terrible, terrible advice because you're using it all. And then when you get to even in tomorrow, like you're going to feel worse because you overdid it today. Um, so leave the decluttering, leave all of these like things that you don't, if you have a good day, do something that you want. Like use that sparingly. Try to hang on to that. And don't use it as an excuse to just get things done. Um, the second thing is to volunteer to take on extra work because you could use the distraction. And my advice is don't bite off more than you can chew. Nobody is going to think less of you if you don't jump in and run the PTA meeting, if you don't volunteer to lead the next project, if you are saying like you're the yes person. The most compassionate people in the world have the best boundaries. So when you're able to tell someone no, when you can give someone a hard no, it allows them to move on, and then you're able to kind of preserve your energy. You don't always have to be the ringleader. In fact, if you are in a position where you're always volunteering, you're going to start to resent the work. And it's gonna be something that is kind of draining on your energy, draining on your physical and emotional bandwidth to actually get what you need to get done. So keep the volunteering to the minimum. The third myth is nobody wants to hear you complain, so lie about how you really feel. This one hits home because when we say, hi, how are you? You go, fine, I'm great. Yeah, it's wonderful. And while nobody wants you to say, well, it's been like a bad day and, like this Debbie Downer thing all the time, it's still not smart to share, to always say, oh, yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah, this is amazing. You know, giving this illusion that things are perfect when in fact they aren't. Because what might happen is the people around you might get excited. They're like, oh, she's starting to feel better. This is great. And you're going to maybe have expectations put on you that maybe you can't handle in the moment. So there's a balance between saying, I'm really not doing well and I'm doing great. There's being honest and being real and being genuine and not being negative. You can do that. Just because you don't feel good, that doesn't mean that you're being negative. You're just being honest. So I feel like that deserves its own video. But anyway, number 4, if someone offers to help you, turn down their offer politely because nobody likes a mooch. What is that? What is this idea that we have to do everything on our own? We walk around here like we're toddlers, like I do it myself, I do it myself. Why can't we ask for help? Why is that so hard? Like, we've already declaring our independence in a lot of ways. It's okay to ask for help. And here's the kicker. A good friend once told me, because I never used to ask for help or even take it when it was offered. She said, Kelly, you need to realize that when people are offering to help, they're kind of wanting to give you a gift of their service and their assistance to you. And she said, and it makes people feel really good to be able to help you. And I never really thought about that, but it's true. When is the last time that you helped somebody? How good did you feel about that? So if somebody wants to help me with something, I'm all for that because they're going to walk away feeling good and I'm going to walk away feeling good and I'm going to walk away feeling like I have energy because I have somebody that helped me with that. So reevaluating your life and seeing where you can really use some extra help because we shouldn't have to do this alone. We absolutely shouldn't. And the last thing, the last myth is if you feel guilty for not doing your share of the household chores, even when you're feeling pretty icky, just splurge all of your week's energy on doing the dishes or doing the whatever. I see this a lot because a lot of people feel that things aren't fair and they feel that they're a burden. And so what they do is they go through this phase where they're like, okay, I have to earn my keep here. And so the guilt is driving them to do things that you can't do realistically. And if your significant other really understands how you feel, where you're coming from, they don't expect you to mop the floors every week. They don't expect you to do things as if you were a person with no illness or no pain. It's, and I don't think that your significant other would also want you to feel guilty about doing those things. It's just a chore. That's all that it is. And you create, when you do things like that, it actually creates more work for the other person because you're using all your energy on this one thing or two things, and then you can't do anything for the rest of the week. So bite off small pieces. Do little things. If you can dust the living room today, then do it, but don't do anything else. Don't dust the whole house. Break it into small parts. Help in small ways, and that person is going to appreciate that. And it's, having chronic pain, there's no competition. Feels like it. It feels like we want to wear, stress like a badge of honor of all the things that we're doing. But being chronically ill and having chronic pain is not like any other race that you've ever run or any other thing that you've ever done in your whole life. And you have to figure out how your body responds. You have to figure out where your triggers are. You have to figure out where that balance is of, this was okay. Yeah, I think I can take on a little bit more. And nope, I'm down for the count for the rest of the week. So these were kind of fun, and I know probably some of you tell yourself these things on a daily basis, but be mindful of these. Be patient with yourself. Listen to your body and your instincts, and adjust your expectations. Make them reasonable, make them attainable, because then you'll start feeling actually good about yourself too, because you're not feeling that you're feeling that you're falling short of being a certain way. So that's all that I have to say for that. But if you have any things that you do that helps you with pacing, or myths that you've heard that have gotten you in trouble, please feel free to link them below. And I hope everybody's having a glow pain day. Take care.